that voice in your head telling you you're not enough was never your voice? What if the thing weighing you down isn't trauma or failure or even your past, but shame? You picked it up somewhere and you didn't put it back down. Let's talk about shame. Not guilt, not embarrassment, shame. That deep belief that something is wrong with you, that you have done too many bad things, that you're defective, that you would be loved and accepted if you were born to the right family or had the right education or made better choices, or if you were quieter or nicer or more useful. Brene Brown says shame corrodes the part of us that believes that we can change. Yeah, thanks, Brene. No shit. Because shame is heavy as hell. And most of the time, we're the ones still carrying it long after the moment that created it is over. We don't just carry shame, we build our entire personalities around it. Perfectionism, people-pleasing, oversharing, overfunctioning, shrinking, over-apologizing for just existing, saying it's fine when it's not fucking fine. Here's the truth that no one told you. Shame is not who you are. It doesn't define you. It's optional, and you can leave it. It's a story you told yourself. And a lot of those stories were handed you before you even had words or the power to say, nope, not accepting that. Maybe it came from a parent who couldn't love you well. Maybe a teacher shut you down or embarrassed you. Maybe religion, trauma, abuse, poverty. Maybe some of the decisions that you made in your life. Maybe one moment that you've replayed in your head for decades like it defines you. People skip class reunions. They don't apply for jobs. They don't say hi to former colleagues they see in public because they make up a story that they're not good enough, not successful enough. I didn't finish school. I didn't do life right. So they stay home and they punish the younger version of themselves, as if dropping out at 17 with no support means they deserved a lifetime sentence of shame. Making bad choices in your 20s is not a life sentence. Meanwhile, if they actually showed up, most people would just be happy to see them alive, sober, still standing, still fucking there, and find out they all did the same thing you did. But shame doesn't tell the truth. It tells the story that keeps you very small. And it doesn't hurt you. It leaves a gap in the world you were meant to fill. It's passed on to our children and our grandchildren. It teaches you to abandon yourself. You stop asking for help because you don't want to be too much. You stop dreaming because you don't trust yourself not to fail. You stop resting because you feel lazy or indulgent or underserved. You stop loving yourself because somewhere along the line, you learned that love had conditions. Let me say this plainly. That's bullshit. And if this is landing, pause and take a breath. Save it, share it to someone who you love and who's probably still beating themselves up over a story that isn't even true. If you're new here, I'm NurseAdrienne. I talk about evolving without pretending it's pretty spiritual or linear. And here's what I need you to hear. You were worthy the moment you took your first breath. Not when you healed, not when you fixed yourself, not when you proved anything to anyone. So how do you start getting rid of shame? Well, first you got to notice it. When are you moving from shame instead of truth? When are you saying I'm fine when you're not? Where are you hiding because you're afraid of being seen? Someone will find out. Second, compassion. Shame feeds in silence and self-attacks. And compassion shuts that shit down. Just take it easy on yourself. Talk to yourself like you would the hurting kid. Stop using your past as your evidence against yourself. You're not here to be perfect. You're here to be whole. And then let that shit go. It might look ugly. It might look like ugly crying, telling the truth out loud, writing letters you never send, or maybe you do. Standing in front of a mirror and saying, I love you and I forgive you. You did the best you could with what you had. It might look like therapy or prayer or rest without earning it, or movement or laughing without feeling guilty. There's a whole chapter in my book, The Pearl of Great Price, about shame, because this work actually really does matter. Here's a mantra. Use it or don't, but on the exhale say, I release the shame that was never mine to carry. I'm worthy of love, peace, kindness, grace, and joy. exactly as I am. And there's some journal prompts down in the description. Don't rush it, just sit with it. Because letting go of shame isn't about becoming someone new. It's about becoming who you were meant to always be. Your voice, your joy, your boundaries, your value, your enoughness, if that's a word. You don't have to carry it anymore. You can put it the fuck down. Not tomorrow, right now. So if this helped, go to NurseAdrienne.com and book a free consult and pass it on so it can help someone else. Thanks for joining me.